Hey guys, how's it going? It's your favourite boy, holistichealthwithharry, jumping in. I'm here to do another live on the something that most of you will not know about, because I didn't know fuck about it until Matt Senna got me involved in it, which is fucking amazing. Called the Analemmma wand. The Analemmma wand, which Dr. Cowan, who's a fucking legend, has got 2 great books, Dr. Cowan, and a huge audience and a huge following, which he fucking deserves. Very much so, a very intelligent, smart man, Dr. Cowan. If you haven't seen Dr. Cowan's videos, I'm sure some of you actually have seen Dr. Cowan's videos on YouTube, with the heart being a pump, the heart being the vortex for structured water, the Dr. Cowan's views on viruses and the COVID being bullshit. But anyway, there's only 2 products really that Dr. Cowan really pushes hard on, even though he's got an entire shop full of supplements, which mostly are, I think, bullshit. On a waste of money. But the 2 ones he goes hard on is the EMF rocks, which I've got, and this one, the Analemmma wand, which is fucking super cool. Because Dr. Cowan is a huge believer, like myself, because I love urine therapy and all those amazing things, in the power of water, which we are 99% water, right? Your life is water, as it says on the back of the Analemmma. 99% of your molecules are water. That's why structure, the 99% determines the quality of your life. So basically, I think, and we know this, I mean, it's breaking up again. It's breaking up. The structure of water is everything. Would that be our internal structured water? Because our water is structured anyway. As long as we're alive, our water is structured. The healthier you are, the more structured your water is. Your urine, which is your blood plasma, which is your blood, which is your water, is structured too. Your aged urine, we figured out, is super structured water. It gets structured by itself when contained in a vessel, plastic, glass, whatever, closed lid, open lid, whatever. So that's amazing. But then, as I said, there's only 2 things that Dr. Cowan is pushing, because he fucking loves people, man. He's definitely not about the money, that dude. I love Dr. Cowan. I love him so much, and thank you, Matt Senna, for bringing me onto him. And so I bought the Analemmma wand, which basically is a device that's pretty cheap, actually. It's very cheap considering the power of it. But anyway, this takes 1 year to make. This is 20 years in the making. Again, very much like the root stuff. It's genius. It's fucking genius. Doesn't look like much. Glass inside it and then water, but it's not ordinary. Basically, what's inside this has taken a year to make and 20 years to figure out. It's just super structured. So when you stir water in this thing, when you stir your urine, whatever drink you're taking, whether green smoothies, urine, distilled water, osmosis, or whatever, you stir it for 20 seconds like this with this, and my God, is it legit. I got this yesterday, finally, and I stirred it in the water, in distilled water, carbonated water, crap even, and it still gave me a lot of lift. Again today, I took just now before I came on live and decided to do this live, because I never really decide to do these, by the way, guys. Just want to share my truths. I had the distilled water, which I've got near the soma, so that's structuring. That's cool. So I got distilled near the soma, so that was structuring anyway. And then I gave this a stir with this. See, I know what the distilled water feels like in my body, 0 ppm, with the soma structuring it. I know what it feels like, in how it makes my vibration change. But then, of course, now with this, day 2, I did a stir with this, 20 seconds, and I drank it, and I felt more with the stirring than if I did just that. There was a huge amplification of my vibration about 20, 30 seconds after. And I think yesterday I noticed there was a change shift about 20, 15 minutes after I took it. So I'm really observing at the moment, and day 2 on this, and I do know 100% that it's legit. That it is kind of doing like a fancy way of saying it. It's like just the process of fresh to age becomes like an super structuring cell by itself. Well, this wand, when you put it in the water, does the fucking same thing. Again, to put it in a nutshell, you can go on their site. Got affiliates with them too, but you can go on their sites and get them. It's 200. It's worth it, man. Like, I'm literally giving people all the hacks to how to have healthy skin, how to have a healthy body, how to cleanse yourself with powerful water, how to structure your water. All this shit, man. It's so worth it. Plus, this is lifelong too. It's in a Faraday cage, by the way. That's another thing with this. Because I don't know how to explain this. I think you need to. I think it's breaking up too. I did an interview with Matt yesterday, which I'll put on my YouTube, that explains the wand much more, because he's obsessed with it, if not more so, because he's had it for 1 month and a half now, messing about with it. And Matt stirs all of his urine. He's obsessed with Analemmma urine, but all the drinks he drinks it with, I think it's just primarily that. and I'm obsessed day two. But what was I going to say? This is a Faraday cage, this thing that they keep it in, because they don't want to lose the structure. So I don't think it would anyway, because EMFs they would a little bit, but when it's something so powerful, it maintains a very powerful structure. So anything it touches gets structured. But to make it sure they haven't, they put this steel fucking Faraday cage thing, so it structures even more. It doesn't really. It's breaking up again. Right, it doesn't really need topping up. Once it's structured, that's it for life now. But you can put it out in the sunlight, even cloud cover sun, but especially sunlight. I did that yesterday. That charges it even more, just gives it an a bit like the same way crystals are always there to give you grounding and negative ions. And I feel very balanced when I wear this 24/7 and the neck ones. But every time you put them outside, or especially the sunrise, sunset, but every time I put them in the sunlight or ground them, it just recharges them to another level. Same with this. It's really powerful. It doesn't need to be in the sun. It's just a nice top up extra to something that's extremely powerful when you stir in your water. I mean, what have you got to lose, guys? $200. But it's not about that. It's about the genius, which I fucking honor and love about human beings that have created some powerful shit that I'm now on, and I'll probably be on more powerful shit in the future that can transform something as simple as your water, which affects you more deeply than your diet, by the way, because you're primarily 99% water. If you get to the root cause of diseases and tackle them, why don't you start with putting uber super or structuring your water, working on the water mechanics, filtering it, stop drinking tap water, maximizing the water potential is where it's all at. That's why we like aged urine. Well, this is a great way to maximize any water that you take. By the way, with one wand, you can go to anyone's house. Hey, just stir their water. You're gonna have a drink, go and have an orange juice. You can, even with juicers, it work. The only caveat with this, because it's glass, if it's really hot, it might break the glass. So don't put it with hot tea, for example. Why would you do it with tea? I don't know. But I'm talking about normal people. I'm making a point that this isn't just for you. You can buy one wand and you can give this to everybody. You can stir it. I'm taking this everywhere with me. This is my go-to wherever I travel. My wand. Maybe if I like people a lot, I'll buy them a wand. But really, people should buy their own and experiment around. But let me tell you, the Analemmma wand is legit and it's fucking worth it. There used to be, and there still is, these kind of things, that wands that stir and structure the water. Oh shit, man, it's breaking up. There used to be ones like this, the soda water, that they are still available. They cost thousands. This is 200. So this is another reason why I think Dr. Cowan promotes it, because not only does he understand, like I do, the power of structured water, and this is legit, because he's interviewed the founders, by the way, and on how they came to invent this through genius. 20 years in the work. 20 years of hard work in the making, and literally each one takes 1 year to make after they've spent 20 years figuring out the process of how to maintain the structure of this. And then you pay $200 to hack and steal someone's work. Not steal because they love to share, but you know what I mean? It's well worth it for that price. I haven't spent 20 years of my life trying to figure shit out. Jesus, 200, it's a bargain. Where was I going with that comment? I don't know, my brain goes funny sometimes. But yeah, it's legit. It's really fucking legit. A quick stir, and there we go. This Uber, this is fucking medicine right here. I was joking with Matt yesterday quickly that imagine if they did an aged urine one. I don't even think the aged urine one would be as powerful. Whatever they've done to this, it's fucking phenomenal because I feel very much different on this kind of water. For me, the biggest deal is quickly the rebalancing of the brain hemispheres because my brain, we're all imbalanced here, but I'm especially imbalanced here. But it's also my gift, and I don't think it's bad. It's just where I observe and like to see the most benefits for me. Not even energy. It's more like, am I more balanced? And what I noticed, my day one, when I used the wand, and I wasn't doing anything different. I had the root stuff, all the stuff, the usual supplements I was taking, doing my day as normal. But when I came to yoga, this is my test for how balanced I am. Um, just before when I start my first yoga pose, which is savasana, when I go upside down, I'm like, I can tell how imbalanced I am, relative to how I normally am. And yesterday, because of this, and that was the only thing I did differently. When I came to the yoga, I was like, oh, I'm way more centered at the beginning of yoga. Now, yoga and all these amazing things rebalance you anyway, and I feel amazing after yoga. I get so much more rebalanced. But before I even started the yoga and I was first getting into the position, I noticed, wow, I'm so much more centered. And actually, it goes deeper because I was watching TV with watching a film with my dad yesterday, and I also felt way more centered, and I was looking out my left eye properly. Normally, with my brain imbalance, my right eye is very dominant, and my left brain is what you'd call lazy. Not in terms of appearance, in terms of I'm so imbalanced in a way that I literally spend most of my time looking out predominantly at this eye and not this eye. But when this one starts to light up with powerful health protocols, I'm like, oh, and when I was watching TV with my dad, and I was sitting on the right hand side, my left eye was noticing. I was like, "What the fuck? My left eye is looking way more." Um, it sounds ridiculous, guys. It really does. sound ridiculous. I'm aware of this, but I'm very honest and deep with how I perceive myself and my body and my weaknesses and my strengths, just as Matt Senna is as well. That's why I love him. I can't wait to release the interview about the wand and other stuff he talked about. So I know what I'm talking about. It's a psychedelic experience, by the way, to be inside anyone else's body and head and feel just for 10 seconds. It'll be freak you out because you're so used to living in your body. You know what I mean? So I'm just relaying to you my honest, actual, truthful observations of the wand and how it seems to be rebalancing my brain hemispheres a lot. Like with the yoga and also the TV yesterday, and I was looking way more at my left eye, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why am I looking way more out my left eye? Oh, why am I more balanced? Um, because of this." Because of the wand. So it's amazing. This is day 2. I can only see, it's like the Soma. I'm only going to get more benefits now from using the wand every single day of my life of any waters that I drink. And already I drink pretty cool water. But anything you can do to structure your water better, you know, with a wand, probably is better than a fucking vortexer, you know? I don't know. I haven't bought a vortexer for water. I know. I haven't bought one. But this one, I know. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on the most powerful shit, so I'm excited. I must imagine for a lot of people on Facebook, they're like, "Oh, what's Harry got now? Like, what's this latest thing?" Like, first of all, you got to be open-minded. 2, you got to understand water structuring. 3, you got to understand that human beings are fucking amazing, create powerful technologies, some of them that are well worth their money and give you back way more than what you put into them. And 4th, you got to understand that I'm obsessed and I'll always try and look for things that are going to change or transform the health the most, the quickest, the supplements, the little hacks that you can get that are really cool. So there we go. There's the Analemmma wand. Fucking awesome. I'll be on it every day. I'll probably talk more about it too. It's only day 2. I'm excited already. I'm more balanced in my head and brain. Fucking super cool. That's what I live for. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Peace and yep.